Many Muslims, they give excuses and they quote the verse of the glorious Quran from Surah Al-Kafirun, chapter number 109, from verse number 1 onwards. قُلْ يَا أَيُّهَا الْكَافِرُونَ, say, O people, say those who reject faith, لَا أَعْبُدُ مَا تَعْبُدُونَ, I do not worship that which you worship. Neither do you worship nor that which I worship, nor do I worship that which you worship. لَكُمْ دِينُكُمْ وَلِيَ دِينِ, to you is your religion and to me is mine. This is after you have delivered the message of Islam to the non-Muslims. But before you deliver the message, you cannot just leave it like that and say that to use your religion to me is mine. After you have delivered the message, after you have taken in all the efforts in order to deliver the message of Islam, and then if the non-Muslim does not accept, then it is upon him. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the glorious Quran, regarding salvation, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks in Surah Al-Asr, chapter number 103, verse number 1 to 3. Wal asr, by time, innal insana lafi khusr, verily man is in a state of loss. Illa alladhina amanu, except for those who believe. Wa amilu salihat, and do righteous deeds. Wa tawasaw bil haqq, exhort people towards truth. Wa tawasaw bis sabr, exhort people towards patience and perseverance. For a person to enter Jannah, minimum 4 criteria are required. The first is iman, that is faith. The second is amalu salihat, that is righteous deeds. The third is watwasaw bil haqq, exhorting people towards truth. And the fourth is watwasaw bis sabr, exhorting people towards patience and perseverance. For a person to enter Jannah, minimum 4 criteria are required. If any one of them is missing, under normal circumstances, a person will not enter Jannah. And among these 4 criteria, the third that I mentioned, it is da'wah, conveying the message of Islam to the non-Muslims, to those who are unaware of it. So you may offer salah 5 times a day, you may have performed hajj, you may fast in the month of Ramadan, but if you do not do da'wah, under normal circumstances, you will not enter Jannah. If Allah wants to forgive you, it is Allah's prerogative. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah An-Nisa, chapter number 4, verse number 48, and Surah An-Nisa, chapter number 4, verse number 116, إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يَغْفِرُ أَن يُشْرَكَ بِهِ وَيَغْفِرُ مَا دُونَ ذَلِكَ لِمَن يَشَاءُ. That if Allah pleases, He may forgive any sin, but the sin of shirk He will not forgive. So the biggest sin in Islam is shirk, associating partners with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the glorious Quran, Surah An-Nahl, chapter number 16, verse number 125, أُدْعُوا إِلَى سَبِيلِ رَبِّكَ بِالْحِكْمَةِ وَالْمَوْعِظَةِ الْحَسَنَةِ وَجَادِلْهُمْ بِالَّتِي هِيَ أَحْسَنُ. Invite to the way of thy Lord with wisdom and beautiful preachings, and argue with them and reason with them in the ways that are best and most gracious. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the glorious Quran, Surah Al-Imran, chapter number 3, verse number 104, وَلْتَكُمْ مِنْكُمْ أُمَّةٌ يَدْعُونَ إِلَى الْخَيْرِ وَيَأْمُرُونَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ وَيَنْهَوْنَ عَنِ الْمُنْكَرِ وَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ. Let there arise out of you a band of people calling towards what is good, enjoining what is right, and forbidding what is wrong. They are the ones to attain felicity. Today in our community, we have full-time doctors, full-time lawyers, full-time engineers. How many full-time da'is do we have? And those who are full-time da'is, they are the ones to attain felicity. This verse is mainly talking about full-time da'is, those people who dedicate their lives for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for conveying the message of Islam to the non-Muslims, to those who are unaware of it. I would like to end my talk with the verse of the glorious Quran from Surah Tawbah, chapter number 9, verse number 33. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions in no less than 3 different places. In Surah Tawbah, chapter number 9, verse number 33. In Surah Saf, chapter number 61. As well as in Surah Al-Fatah, chapter number 48, verse number 28. هُوَ الَّذِي أَرْسَلَ رَسُولَهُ بِالْهُدَى وَدِينِ الْحَقِّ لِيُظْهِرَهُ عَلَى الدِّينِ كُلِّهِ. It is Allah who has sent His messenger with the religion of truth, so that it will supersede over all the other religions, over all the other isms, whether it be Christianism, Judaism, secularism, atheism, pantheism. Islam is destined to supersede them all, master them all, kullih, overcome them all. وَلَوْ كَرِهَ الْمُشْرِكُونَ. And how much ever the mushrik did not like it. And with a different ending in Surah Al-Fatah, chapter number 48, verse number 28, وَكَفَى بِاللَّهِ شَهِيدًا. And enough is Allah as a witness. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the deen of Islam, it will prevail with or without you, with or without me, the rubbish that we are. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving us an opportunity to do a prophet's job and to earn a prophet's reward. Wa akhiru da'wana and alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.